Hey guys, welcome back to Streets Biosimplified. Today we are going to practice some important questions from chapter Locomotion and Movement. Here we have a set of 20 questions today. Okay, let's get started. Let's see our first question. Which one of the following is mismatched with respect to the number of bones and their corresponding body parts? Option A cranium 8 bones, option B vertebral column 26 bones, option C ribs 10 bones, option D appendicular skeleton 126 bones. Option C is the right answer for this question. Next one. The light bands, high bands of a skeletal muscle are known as option A isotropic bands, option B anisotropic bands, option C intercalated disc, option D cross bridges. Skeletal muscles are also called as striated muscle. The striated appearance is due to the repeating units of bands of proteins, namely actin and myosin. There are dark bands and light bands that repeat along myofibrils. The dark band is called as A band or anisotropic band, and the light band is called as I band or isotropic band. Thus, the correct answer is option A. Okay, next question. Cardiac muscles share characters of option A striated muscles, option B unstriped muscle, option C both A and B, option D none of this. Cardiac muscles have the property of both the striated muscles and unstriated muscles or smooth muscles. Like skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle cross striations formed by alternative segments of thick and thin protein filaments, and the primary structural protein of cardiac muscle are myosin and actin. Cardiac muscle is involuntary, which is the property of smooth muscles. Thus, the correct answer is option C, both A and B. Okay, next question. The contractile protein of skeletal muscle involving ATPase activity is called option A tropomyosin, option B myosin, option C alpha actin, option D troponin. The contractile protein of skeletal muscle involving ATPase activity is myosin. Myosins comprise a family of ATP dependent motor proteins and are best known for their role in muscle contraction and their involvement in a wide range of other eukaryotic motility processes. They are responsible for actin based motility. The term was originally used to describe a group of similar ATPases found in striped and smooth muscle cells. Hence, option B is the right answer. Okay, next question. Cranium is made up of option A 8 bones, option B 12 bones, option C 10 bones, option D 16 bones. Human cranium is the bony case of skull that protects the brain. It is made up of 8 bones. They are 2 parietal bones, 2 temporal bones, frontal bone, occipital bone, the sphenoidal bone, and the ethmoid bone. These 8 bones together protect the brain by forming a bony case. Hence, option A, 8 bones, is the right answer for this question. Okay, next one. Select the correct matching of the type of the joint with the example in human skeletal system. Option A, type of joint cartilaginous joint. Example between frontal and parietal. Option B, type of joint pivot joint. Example between third and fourth cervical vertebrae. Option C, type of joint hinge joint. Example between humerus and pectoral girdle. Option D, type of joint gliding joint. Example between carpals. A. Cartilaginous joints are slightly movable joints. In these joints, there is a pair of fibrocartilage between two adjoining bones which allows very slight movements. For example, joints between pubic bones of pelvic girdles and the joint between vertebrae. B. Pivot joint is a rotatory joint, hence one bone is fixed and bears a peg-like projections of pivot. The other bone fits over the pivot by a cavity or concavity and freely rotates around. For example, a joint between the atlas and axis of mammals. Option C, hinge joint, a protuberance known as condyle at the end of one bone fits into the corresponding depression of the other. So the joint allows movement in one place only. For example, joints of ankle, knee, elbows, etc. Option D, gliding joints. The articulating bones can slide upon the another, for example, the joint between carpals. So, the correct answer is option D. Option D is the right answer. Okay, next question. The contractile element present in a striated muscle fibril between two successive Z-line is called option A, sarcomere, option B, sarcoplasm, option C, sarcosomes, option D, all of this. Option A, sarcomere is the right answer. Okay, next one. In gout patients, high level of which of the following is found in blood? Option A, cholesterol, option B, urea, option C, amino acid, option D, uric acid. Gout is a hereditary metabolic disease in the form of acute arthritis. It is marked by inflammation of the joints. In gout patients, excessive uric acid in blood and iron urates of sodium in and around of joints are present. Hence option D, uric acid is the right answer. Okay, next one. Humerus bone is situated in option A, thigh, option B, lower arm, option C, upper arm, option D, shank. Each upper arm or branchium of mammals also has a single long humerus bone whose swollen, spherical and smooth proximal end or head fits into a glenoid cavity of the pectoral girdle on its side. Hence, option C, upper arm is the right answer for this question. Okay, next one. Patella, the kneecap, is an example of option A, cartilage, option B, replacing bone, option C, sesamoid bone, option D, none of this. Patella is the small bone in knee joint between femur and tibia. It is a sesamoid bone developed in the tendon of quadriceps femoris muscle. Hence, option C is the right answer for this question. So, that's it for the day, guys. Hope you guys learned something. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned. Thank you.